All right, so the saga continues. My husband and I are taking 9-week classes. We just actually finished them on parenting. It's called Loving Your Kids on Purpose by Danny Silk. It has changed our family. It's changed the way I parent, and it is so amazing. And now I'm like in the stage of walking them all out, and implementing them and incorporating them into the norm of our family. And I just want to share it with you because I've been telling everybody everywhere I go. So today I literally just got home from dropping my son off at preschool, and honestly, it was a mess. Like, it was pretty rough, but not near as rough as it has been in the past, or it would have been had I done this, a few months ago before I took this class. And I want to tell you what I implemented and what I did, and if it helps any of you with your kiddos, that's my goal. So this specifically, has been helpful for me with a child who is super strong-willed, as they say, the world changers of tomorrow, or the kids who are just anxious and scared about something coming up that they feel nervous about. And the whole thing that encompasses both of that is giving your kids choices. So I'm going to try to give this to you quick, but the idea is when you give a kid choices, it helps them feel like they have a say in what's going on and that their world isn't completely out of control, which is super helpful for a kid who is terrified about what's coming up, or a kid who loves to say, like, you can't tell me what to do, I'm in charge. So the whole idea is you give them two choices, but they're choices that you would be happy with either one that they chose. So would you like to wear the red shoes or the gray shoes? Would you like to wear your backpack or carry your backpack? Do you want to walk into the car, or do you want mommy to carry you into the car? And as soon as they hear these choices, they start engaging with you with, it's almost like that same defiance that they use to be like, I'm not going to school today. They will use, or at least my son, he uses that same defiance to be like, I'm wearing the red shoes. Like, look at me, I'm in charge, I'm choosing that. I don't care what shoes he wears. I just need shoes on his feet, right? But either way, he has shoes on his feet. I don't care what color they are. So he's like, I'm wearing the red shoes. I'm going to carry my backpack. And then I say, do you want to walk to the car, or do you want mommy to carry you? Neither. I'm not going to school today. No problem, buddy. I'll be happy to carry you to the car if that's what you need from me today. So I pick him up, and he starts kicking and squirming and yelling. And I'm like carrying him to the car. And he says, I want to walk. And I said, great. I'm so happy to let you walk to the car. So I put him down. He gets in the car. And of course, you guys, my blood pressure is like, because, but like, the more frustrated I felt, the quieter my voice got. And so I was literally, he's mad. He is mad because he does not want to go to school today. And I'm lowering my voice and I'm saying, buddy, you are going to go to school today. Do you want mommy to carry you to the car, or do you want to walk to the car? And purposefully, like, doing the opposite of, what I'm feeling inside, because it's not helping anybody. It's not helping me as a parent. It's not helping the child. If I start engaging with him and get all flustered, and now I'm upset, and that's just going to escalate the child. So purposefully lowering your voice, and then start offering choices like they're going out of style. Anytime they choose a third option of a choice that you didn't offer, or they refuse to choose, say, no problem, buddy, I'm happy to choose for you. The phrase is, you decide or I decide. And if they don't go with it, you say, all right, I'm going to choose these shoes. Do you want to walk to the car? Do you want me to carry you? Keep going with the choices and let them engage in that with you, and see if that helps. And let me know if you try it and it helps, because it is the lifeline at our house right now. And like, my son isn't always like this, but it's like when he gets something in his head, I desperately need these tools to get through these little times with him. So today was a rough day. Even when we got to school, getting him out of the van, getting him to his teacher, it was rough, but not nearly as hard as it was a couple months ago. And so, the only thing I can credit is this choices thing. It's just made all the difference. So I really encourage you, try the choices, try the lowering your voice. Like, the more frustrated you feel, the sweeter you talk and the quieter you talk. And I know that seems so hard and maybe impossible, but it's not just for your child's benefit, it's mostly for your benefit. So to save yourself, train yourself to, the more frustrated you are, the quieter your voice gets. And eye contact, and it's like, when I finally dropped him off at his school, I was like, dang, that was so intense and rough. But it was like, I felt like, okay, he was really struggling and I helped him get to that process of getting to school even though he didn't want to. Whereas a couple months ago, this has happened before and I've left the school in tears myself, sweating, exhausted, feeling totally defeated as a mom because for one, I didn't have any tools, and for two, I totally lost my cool with my tiny little preschooler, you know, who's just trying to navigate this life, and just such a yucky feeling. So it's just a totally different scenario using those tools. So choices, 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 keeping that voice quiet. Hey, if this video was helpful for you today and you know someone else who could benefit from it, go ahead and hit the share button below. Also, every week I'm going to be addressing some of your questions in the comment section. So for all the latest tips and updates and latest content that I put out, go ahead and simply click the subscribe button below.